r/AskReddit, who is the most widely beloved American currently alive? I've heard that more recently employees at her events are actively discouraged from talking to her, not because she's a diva, but because she'll want to chat and greet everyone who wants to speak with her to the point that it screws up schedules. She is America's sweetheart 100%. I don't think anyone has named Dolly Parton yet. You could be the first. Give it a shot. I can't believe I had to scroll down this far to see her named for the 7th time. So sad I had to scroll down this far to see her mentioned. If Dolly ran for president with LeVar Burton as her running mate, we'd get this Trump/Biden nonsense out of here in a hot minute. Why have you given me this vision of utopia when, in the next breath, reality crushes it like a rampaging Godzilla through Tokyo? Dolly Parton. Her imagination library program, as well as her donations to charitable organizations and providing scholarships each year for children who grow up where she did. It's hard to hate her. Yes. The imagination library. My son is enrolled in it, it's so amazing. Good to see Dolly getting the respect she deserves. Obviously I meant to ask, after Dolly Parton, who is the most widely beloved American currently alive? Because otherwise the post is just like one of those reflex tests a doctor does on you. Yes. I opened this thread expecting it to the top comment. However, I didn't expect her to be the top 5 comments, and 8 of the top 13 comments. We all love Dolly. I will say LeVar Burton is also entirely deserving of being a top reply as well. Clearly the answer is Dolly Parton, and the most widely beloved Canadian is Keanu Reeves? Rick Moranis. What about Michael J. Fox? There's no one I would say who is universally beloved. Oh wait. Dolly Parton. She's America's patron saint to be. She's literally the most awesome person. If she took any political view at all, a portion of the country would hate her. She just keeps being herself and trying to model the right way to live as a human being, even though we know she probably has to use all her strength not to endorse any views. A kind and decent hostage to this country. Dolly. I don't even like country music, but I love Dolly Parton. Look up her Dixie Stampede soup recipe. Add mashed potato flakes to thicken up the soup. Thank me later. Dolly Parton. Every now and then I hear the same question about the UK where I am from. It's not an interesting question because the only answer is David Attenborough. Now, finding the second most beloved person in the UK will get some varied replies and debate. I really appreciate how the top 5 answers are Dolly Parton. Really an unquestionable victory. LeVar Burton. You can't disappoint a picture. Butterfly in the sky. But you don't have to take my word for it. I wish I was LeVar Burton. As a Sacramentan, a Trekkie, and a Reading Rainbow child, this has my vote. The spirit of Betty White. It isn't like I knew her, but I miss all of the Golden Girls. If we go into the dead, my vote would be for Robin Williams. This is like the wholesome version of the Tom Cruise thread. If she had a dick, this is where she'd tell you to suck it. Weird Al Yankovic. Met him twice. Really nice both times. The second time was with my wife and elementary school-aged daughter. My daughter had made her own cheese sandwich, Al's character on My Little Pony t-shirt, and Al seemed genuinely flattered by it. He signed it and was happy to pose for a picture with her. Danny DeVito. I thought of Dolly, then I thought of Danny in the Spider-Man costume from It's Always Sunny and was like, yep. He's the one. Yeah, but what about Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton. She provides books for children and is an overall kind soul. At first I thought it was a joke, then I signed up all 4 of my grandchildren. They each got free reading books for years. God bless her. Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is a beloved guy, just ask Tony Hawk about it. Dolly Parton. Great answer. I don't think he's the most beloved, but man, this dude is such a gem. Tom Hanks could punch a nun in the face in front of the entire church and everyone would ask, what did that nun do to Tom Hanks? Christopher Titus. Tom created a chant. He will never live up to Dolly. Tom is a credible choice, but he would bow toward Dolly. Ask him. Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke actually had a musical tribute show to him a few weeks ago on CBS. It was a good show, it had some good musical acts from Mary Poppins. Dick Van Dyke was even dancing in Mary Poppins Returns at age 92. Jimmy Carter. Surprised no one mentioned him. As a Canadian looking south, The fact that he and his wife were still helping out Habitat for Humanity well into their senior years when they could have been enjoying them on a beach, speaks volumes of their wonderful character. You guys should be proud of that man and his beloved wife who just passed. Well into his senior years? Jimmy was swinging a hammer at 95. They had to basically say, Jimmy, you have to stop. Also, Jimmy Carter is a certified badass that saved Canada, link. Willie Nelson. It's about damn time somebody mentioned Willie. It may not be correct, but somebody had to fucking say it. I love when the top comment is the first thing to come to mind. Carol Burnett. Her show was awesome. I hope you saw her run on Better Call Saul. She was fantastic. Even though he is dead, Mr. Rogers is the most beloved American still alive. What an amazing human being. I'll never stop trying to live up to his example. I hope he's proud of me. Bob Ross. Edit, oops. I missed the alive caveat. Rip Bob, and thank you for the happy little trees. If he were still alive, I would agree. Dolly Parton. LeVar Burton. After Dolly, that is. Removed. 100% Dolly Parton. Lots of other people are liked, but I can't think of anyone else that is as beloved as Dolly. You never hear anything negative about her. I have some sad news for you, buddy. Jimmy Carter? Can't say universally loved, but certainly respected. Jimmy Carter came to mind for me. Not a single US service person died in combat on his watch, and his work for Habitat for Humanity is admirable. It's not about best president, but good person certainly. I know each of the top 7 comments is Dolly Parton, but I'm still gonna have to say Dolly Parton. Henry Winkler. Really surprised that no one has mentioned Dolly Parton yet. Didn't expect to scroll this far down to find her. Morgan Freeman. Dolly. Dolly Parton probably. She gives such great press. She was never bothered when she buried her parents. She's well protected here. When I visited Ireland they assumed I would know her because I live in her hometown. Weird Al. Jimmy Carter. Definitely Dolly. I catered for her when her tour stopped here back in '06. She was a sweetheart. Came over and thanked for my hard work, and there was a $100 bonus on my check from my job that apparently came from her. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1,000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again. Reddit glitch out.